Thank you, Amadou, for your leadership. I hope you and your family are staying safe. It's a difficult time for everyone, but I know we're all taking the risks that we can to make a difference. And that's why I'm so grateful to be a part of this conversation. And I thank you, Margot and Graciela, for organizing this conversation on women's economic empowerment and how we can respond to the pandemic to build our collective resilience and a sustainable recovery that everyone can contribute to and everyone can benefit from going forward. I'm really grateful to my friends on the high level panel, led by Simona and Luis and Fumzili and many others in this discussion. And my sincere thanks to Vera, and we're going to hear from Karen, what we heard from Linda and Justine for your leadership and your calls to action and the participation. We have a lot of leaders in this conversation. Renana's here, and Tina and Fizza and Marty and Barbara. I mean, many people that have been working on these issues for a very long time. We can make a difference if we can just continue to stay focused, find ways to do things a little more efficiently, and really get the resources required to mobilize what we all know needs to be done to ensure that women have the livelihoods that they need to make the changes that they see in front of them every day. So I fully support all of the recommendations to focus on the importance of gender economic equity across the SDGs, especially in the context of a policy response during the pandemic. We do need to obviously build back better, but I don't want to build back the same. The same didn't work for women and non-binary people and a lot of other people. So we need to find, including men. So we need to find a better way, a clear roadmap for how we're going to do this differently. Our goal to secure a collective commitment to action for systemic and transformative change in policies and programs and norms to increase gender economic equality and resilience for women and girls in the face of all these challenges is critical. And I believe, personally, I think that one of the most effective and efficient and cost-effective ways to do a lot of this work is to get as much money into the hands of women as fast as possible. The job creation required to ensure quality livelihoods during and after the pandemic is going to fall on the shoulders of small businesses because they are the engines of job creation in almost all of the countries. And we desperately need more women to start and grow businesses to achieve these important goals, including job creation, but quality jobs. We know it's not enough to just have a bunch of random businesses, and it's not enough to just start them. We need them to grow. We need to ensure that women are able to grow these companies because of the way they build businesses. They tend to build them in a way that does no harm. They tend to hire more women and other underutilized individuals in all communities. And it's the way they distribute their resources, not just their business models, but how they spend that income within those businesses, but then how they also spend it at home and how they redistribute those resources into their communities through the organizations that they found and that they support. So those of you that know me know that this is one of the most efficient, effective, measurable ways to move money, to build assets. And it's not to take it away from men. It's just to ensure that women also have access to that money and to that power because of how we know they're going to spend those resources and spend their time focusing on impacts that will benefit everyone. So women, we need them, I think, to have access to where that money is being spent. So having governments and corporations focused on inclusive sourcing so that some of that money is going to the women who own these businesses. And if we get it right, we will move billions of dollars into the hands of women every year very quickly. This isn't something I'm talking about after the SDGs are over. I'm talking about finding ways to achieve the SDGs now. And this is one of the best ways to do that. But if you add the purchasing power of the large organizations in the public sector and the private sector to the purchasing power of women themselves, we are talking about trillions of dollars into the hands of women. It's not theory. These are facts. This can be done, but we have to get better organized and better coordinated. So as the CEO of We Connect International, we're busy doing all the things that are trying to put into place the infrastructure to be able to do this in partnership with all of you. And I'm looking forward to having a conversation sooner rather than later about how this roadmap has been designed and how we're implementing and the results that are going to come out of that, so that we can collectively change, our future to be more sustainable and more inclusive. So thanks, everyone.